Hey guys, welcome to another yoga flow with yours truly. This is Yoga with Tat. My name is Timalina. I'm super excited to be taking you guys through another yoga flow. Today's yoga flow is going to be a yin yoga flow. If you've never done yin yoga before, it's a little bit different than vinyasa as you are holding poses for about 3 to 5 minutes versus 5 to 7 breaths. So it's a little bit different of a challenge, but still challenging just like a vinyasa flow would be. Uh, so super excited to be taking you guys through this. This is my second yin flow, I believe. We're going to be focusing on opening up the hips here and focusing more on the lower body than we will on the upper body. I start every flow off with an affirmation. Today's affirmation is my breathing heals me. I think especially in yin yoga, using your breath is important. Using your breath in yoga in general is important, but especially in yin, because you are sitting in these poses for a little bit longer, and I think having something to focus on really helps center yourself into that pose. So using your breath here is going to be very important. So my breathing heals me, and that is going to be our affirmation for today. We're going to go ahead and work our way into child's pose. So for child's pose, your knees are going to come as far apart as your mat. And you're going to walk your hands all the way down to the ground. Before we move into that pose, if you want to grab blocks, a bolster, or a knee pad for the extra knees, we will be on our knees a little bit longer today. You can always roll the mat up, but anything that you need to kind of help support yourself as we move into these longer holds. All right, so we're all going to go ahead and work our way into a child's pose. Again, knees are going to come as far as part of the mat. You're going to walk the hands all the way out, finding a nice child's pose. I won't be doing a lot of talking, so it is going to be kind of quiet. So if you want to put on music or do something in the meantime to not just listen to me breathing, then I would do that. So I did this flow yesterday and recorded it, did all the things for only the audio not to transfer over, and I was super annoyed. And I was gonna overlay the sound, and I decided not to and just to redo the flow. So here is for day 2 of this yin flow. This is gonna be our first 3-minute hold here. Beautiful. Go ahead and push the body up, finding all fours. Your shoulders are gonna come above the wrist and your hips above the knees. We're gonna do a couple round of cat cows and really warm our spine up here and our body up here before we continue to go into our yin flow. Go ahead, arch the back. Inhale. Round the back, look up, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and find a neutral spine and walk those hands back, finding a hero pose. Take the hands up overhead. If it's in your practice, go ahead and take a back bend. And back up to center. Go ahead and bring those arms back down beside us. Right arm about 45 degrees out. Left arm comes up and over. And back to center. Left arm about 45 degrees. Right arm up and over. And back to center. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and walk those hands back out to all fours. We're going to curl the toes, push back down on facing dog. Taking whatever you need here in this down dog. You can come to your tiptoes, you can roll forward to plank. Really whatever you need here in this first down dog. A couple more rounds, just taking what you need. Alright, everyone will find steadiness in that dog. Push back, find a nice deep stretch there in the back of the legs. Left leg is going to come up to the sky. And we're going to come all the way finding pigeon. So left knee to left wrist. Go ahead and find pigeon. Before we move all the way down to whatever you're comfortable with, stay right here for a moment. Really settle the body into pigeon on the left side. And when you're ready, you can lower the body, or you can stay where you are. You can bring blocks underneath your arms if you want to lower, but you can't lower all the way down. Whatever you need here, go ahead and take it. And you can always start fully extended, and then throughout those 3 minutes, kind of lower the body down, and vice versa. If you want to start completely on the ground, and throughout the 3 minutes, go ahead and bring the body back up. It's whatever you need. It is your practice. Focus on pushing that breath to where the body feels tight or uncomfortable, and really breathing into that spot. With every exhale, deepen into the pose just a little bit more. A couple more rounds of breath. Wherever you are, slowly come back up, working your way back up to those palms. If it's in your practice and you would like to take a mermaid, you can go ahead and do so. And you can release out of that. Just go ahead and swing that right leg up in front of us here, finding a bound ankle pose here in the front. Find a nice straight back. Reach those hands all the way up to the sky. We're going to forward fold here. If you cannot lay all the way down, you want to relax and you still want to relax your head, you can go ahead and take that block. If you need 2 blocks, you can stack one on top of each other, wherever you are, and kind of use the block here to help your neck relax. So wherever you are, you can use your block to help you. Good. When you're ready, you can slowly come back up. You can go ahead and move that block to the side if you were using one. Take the knees, your hands below the knees, and help those legs close. We're going to cross the ankles, roll over the body, finding all fours, and we're going to push back up, downward dog. Take what you need here in your down dog. Good. Right leg's going to go up to the sky. And right knee to right wrist, finding pigeon on the right side. Again, if you want to stay here for just a second before you lower the body all the way down, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're staying here the whole time, go for it. Then again, you can always use your blocks. So if you want to come off those wrists, you can bring the blocks to the highest level, and you can kind of sit up higher and not have to rest on your wrist. So you can hang out right here for your 3 minutes. You can bring the blocks down to the medium height or kind of on the longer side, and you can hang out here. Or you can take the blocks all the way down to the ground on the widest part, and you can hang out here. And again, with every exhale, you really want to deepen into that pose, into that stretch. and then eventually you'll be able to lower the body down throughout the 3 minutes. And to give your body grace, the right side is not going to be the same as the left side and vice versa. So just make sure you understand that you may not be able to do something on one side that you were able to do on the other side, and that's completely okay. I don't know where everyone's at, but I am in Nashville, Tennessee. And it's finally getting cool outside. Like, so when I first started doing yoga outside, it was dreadful. Like, I was dying. It's 100 degrees outside, and I was just sitting here in the gleaming hot sun dying. But it's finally like low 70s, getting a little bit cooler as we move into fall. And it is so much better and so much more um, manageable to be out here. But it's going to get cold soon too, so I'm also updating my yoga studio. So, or my garage, converting it into a yoga studio. So I'm super excited for the transition back inside here. All right, when you're ready, you can come all the way back up. Again, if mermaid's in your practice, you can go ahead and take it. The shoulder doesn't, my right shoulder does not like me. Oh, good. All right, you can go ahead and roll onto your bucks. Bring that left leg up in front of us here. We're gonna go ahead and take the legs just straight out in front of us. Okay, you're gonna. All right, you're gonna reach the hands all the way up, and we're gonna forward fold down. And again here too, if you want to bring the forehead to a block and let it rest on the block, you can bring it all the way up. Wherever you keep, go ahead and take it. You can go ahead and bring the body all the way back up. Go ahead and shake the legs out before we move into our next pose here. Go ahead and take that right leg, bend the knee, and align the knees here, bringing that right foot back behind us. So you're going to be in this, your right leg is going to be this weird like U-V shape. Your left leg is going to be extended out front. You're going to go ahead and lower the body all the way down to the ground, or as low as you can go. So you can come to your forearms, hang out here, or you can lower all the way down to the ground and hang out here. Alright, when you're ready, you can slowly work your way back up to seated position. You can go ahead and unbend that leg and shake it out. You want to go ahead and move over to the left side of your right side of your mat. We're going to go ahead and bend that left leg back. You want those knees to be aligned. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and lay it back as far as you can go. Alright, you can come up to those forearms. Go ahead and push the body all the way up. You can go ahead and unbend that left leg, straighten it, make the right, shake it all out. And go ahead and bend those legs. We're going to just lay right back down. Bring a block with you. Go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. And go ahead and just roll around. Good. Alright, you can plant those legs onto the ground. You're going to lift the butt off the ground and placing that block where the sit bones and the spine meet. You're going to hang out here for 3 minutes. This should not be painful, so if you are feeling pain, just go ahead and adjust the block. Take whatever you need here. This is my favorite pose. um, I don't know why. Maybe because I just feel so relaxed and my body's not doing anything, but I still feel relief after I do the pose. But this is definitely one of my top 5 yoga poses. Alright, you can go ahead and lift the glutes off that block. Go ahead and bring the back all the way down. Legs back into the chest. ahead and roll. Good. We're going to straighten left leg, cross right leg over the body. You want both shoulders to stay on the ground for this. If you need more, you can apply some weight with that left hand onto the right knee. Go ahead and bring that knee right back into the chest. Left leg is going to follow. Go ahead and straighten right leg. Left leg comes across the body. Okay, go ahead and bring that left leg back into the chest. Right leg is going to follow. Give your body a hug one last time before we move into our final resting pose. Go ahead and straighten the legs all the way down to the ground. Let the feet lay naturally. Hands fall naturally by the side. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale and let something out. Inhale. Exhale and let something out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale and let something out. Release the tension between the eyebrows. Let the shoulders and the hands and arms lay naturally. But we exhale, sink the body deeper into the ground. Coming back to the affirmation, my breath is healing. Using your breath to slow your heart rate, to deepen you into this pose. Go ahead and start to bring energy back into the body. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Touch your thumb to all of your fingertips nice and slowly. Just bringing some awareness and energy back into the body. When you're ready, you can go ahead and move the legs, bend the elbows, rotate the wrist. Take those hands up overhead. Keep the eyes closed. Finding a nice good morning stretch. Go ahead and bend the knees. Roll to your favorite side using the arm that you lay on as a pillow. Take the other hand and roll them over the body. Giving yourself a hug, appreciating that you took time to be on your mat today, that you've breathed, you were using your breath throughout the entire flow. Coming back to the affirmation, my breath is healing. How can you use your breath to help you de-stress or to help you get through the day just a little bit easier? How does your breath make you feel lighter? What are some things that you can do with your breath to help you become a better version of yourself? Pushing the body up off the mat, go ahead and find an easy seat here. Thank you so much for flowing with me. May all the light inside of me honor all the light inside of you. Namaste.